Ever feel like your brain's just running on empty? Well, today we're going to cover 4 super practical, science-backed ways to get it recharged. It doesn't matter if you're a student, a professional, or just someone who wants to stay sharp, these tips are for you. We're going to help you build a faster, more focused mind starting right now.
So, does this sound familiar? You walk into a room and then you just stop and have absolutely no idea why you're there. Or you're trying to remember a name, a simple fact, and it's just gone. Trust me, you are not alone. We have all had those moments of frustrating brain fog.
The reality is, this isn't some kind of personal failure, not at all. In our ridiculously busy modern lives, our brains are under constant attack. I mean, we're juggling a million tasks, dealing with stress, and, let's be honest, probably not getting enough sleep or the right food. All that mental overload can make anyone feel like their brain is just slowing to a crawl.
But here's the really fantastic news. Your brain isn't set in stone. With just a little effort, you can totally fight back against that mental fatigue. You can actually rebuild a brain that's sharper, faster, and way more resilient than before, no matter how old you are.
And you know what? It is way simpler than you might think. We're going to walk through a really practical step-by-step guide, and it's all built on a framework of just 4 key pillars.
Okay, let's start with the most important step, the fuel. Seriously, think of your brain like a high-performance engine. If you put in cheap, low-grade fuel, you're going to get a sputtering, unreliable performance, right? But if you give it the right, smart fuels, it'll run smoothly and powerfully.
This was the exact problem a young professional named Rahul was facing. He felt like his focus was completely gone, his productivity had just tanked, and his brain felt totally fried by the end of every single day. His problem wasn't a lack of effort, it was a lack of the right fuel.
So what was the fix for him? Well, he started with 3 really simple changes to his diet. First up, walnuts and almonds. And here's the trick. You soak them overnight to really unlock their benefits. They are packed with omega-3s and vitamin E, which help repair brain cells. Second, amla, or gooseberry, which is just full of antioxidants to fight that mental fatigue. And third, a classic remedy. A little turmeric in warm milk. It's a powerful anti-inflammatory that can seriously improve your memory and focus.
And you absolutely don't have to stop there. Other amazing brain foods include leafy greens like spinach, seeds like pumpkin and sunflower seeds, and even traditional Ayurvedic herbs like Brahmi, which are famous for calming the mind and boosting concentration.
All right, let's move on to our second step, which is simply getting your body moving. Look, your brain needs 2 things to really thrive: fresh blood and plenty of oxygen. And the only way to deliver those efficiently is through physical activity. Now just look at the difference here. It's night and day. On a sedentary day, your brain is literally starved of oxygen. That leads to low energy and that horrible brain fog. But on an active day, you're pumping fresh blood and all those good resources to your brain, which means high energy and a sharp, focused mind. It just shows the immediate impact of getting up and moving.
And listen, you don't need to go out and become a marathon runner. A simple 30-minute commitment each day is all it takes. Start with a brisk walk in the morning. Maybe try some yoga. And please, don't forget about light strength training. Even simple bodyweight exercises like push-ups and squats make a massive difference.
So why is strength training so important? Because it releases this incredible chemical called BDNF. The easiest way to think about BDNF is that it's basically fertilizer for your brain. It literally helps your brain cells grow stronger and form new connections. In real life, that means you learn faster and can recall memories way better when you need them most.
So, we've fueled the brain and we've oxygenated it. Now let's move to step 3 and build on that, giving your mind a proper workout. It's just like your muscles. If you don't challenge your brain, it can get lazy and slow.
And this doesn't have to be some stressful chore. Just 15 minutes a day of what I like to call mental gymnastics can keep your neurons firing on all cylinders. Things like puzzles, a game of chess, Sudoku, or even the daily crossword are all excellent ways to build new connections in your brain and keep your mind sharp and active.
Now, a quick but really important point here. The whole goal of this step is active, focused training. And while some video games can feel stimulating, a lot of them are designed for passive entertainment, which can actually lead to more distraction instead of deep thinking. So for this particular workout, it's best to stick with activities that are specifically designed to build focus.
But you know what? Perhaps the single most powerful mental workout you can possibly do
is to learn something new. It could be anything, a new language, a musical instrument, even a simple hobby like knitting. The act of learning forges brand new pathways in your brain, which is incredibly good for your memory and focus.
And that brings us to our final and absolutely critical step, sleep. The analogy here is just perfect. You wouldn't expect your smartphone to work all day if you forgot to charge it overnight, right? Well, your brain is no different. Sleep is its charger.
So what's the biggest culprit that's draining our mental batteries every night? You guessed it, it's that late-night phone scrolling. The blue light from our screens completely messes up our body's internal clock, our circadian rhythm, which not only ruins our sleep, but directly sabotages our energy, memory, and focus the very next day.
The solution here is a simple pre-sleep routine. The first step, and it's a big one, is to switch off all your screens 1 to 2 hours before bed. Instead, pick up an actual physical book to help your mind wind down. You could also try a calming drink like warm milk with a little nutmeg. And the final key is consistency. Sticking to a regular sleep schedule helps keep that internal clock perfectly in sync.
So, the main takeaway from all of this is pretty simple. There is no single magic pill for brain power. A truly sharp and focused mind is built through a holistic approach. It's the powerful combination of the right fuel, regular movement, mental challenges, and quality sleep that creates real, lasting results.
Every single day, you are building the brain that you're going to have tomorrow. The power to make it sharper, faster, and healthier is entirely in your hands. So looking at these 4 steps, my question to you is, which one are you going to start with